Hey guys, as the video plays, I'm just going to ramble on about what I learned about balancing all these different things in the game and a little bit about game development, I guess. But I'm going to say what everything is just on the screen. And so if that's what you're curious about, you can just mute this video. Because I'm just going to ramble for the whole thing. But I started appreciating the types of magic that are already in the game, because like one of the things that I have always wanted in Minecraft was magic. Like all the mobs use these cool magical attacks, and I would just think it would be cool if like at least you could, shoot fireballs like a blaze or something like that. And you have different types of magic. You have the potions, you have enchanting, in a really limited way. And I thought that, well, isn't there all this potential to do magical things in the game? But the first thing I learned is as you craft these items, it gets to be really obnoxious, like with the amount of items you have to have in your inventory. It just gets to be annoying, like crafting things. You have to think about inventory management. So you want items that are sort of dynamic in their functionality, but then you start getting limited by the user interface and the controls. I really wanted these things to feel like Minecraft. Like I tried to balance them against each other and against things that are already in the game. And one of the ways I wanted it to feel like Minecraft is, even though you can, code in a bunch of extra hotkeys, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to use shift clicking and ordinary clicking and things like that. So just like everything else in the game. So you're really limited in what these things can do. And then I realized that a lot of the things that I wanted to add are already in the game, just in a more elegant and useful way. And a lot of these things are just power creeping over that, which might not be a bad thing in every case. Like those water source blocks, it could be a cool thing, so you didn't have to carry buckets everywhere, because placing down a bunch of water sources can be annoying, but then you can also just use ice for that. So it's already kind of in the game. Really, every one of these things, I can't, even though I think that there's a lot of cool effects, because Minecraft is not really based around like an extensive combat system, most of these things are pretty useless in the actual, gameplay. Like this lava effect, I think it's a really cool effect, but when would it ever be useful to just be able to dump lava on everything? I think it's a really cool effect, but yeah, it's better to just have a sword that you can enchant with fire aspect, and I I am just rambling. I don't have any clue what I'm gonna say. I'm just watching the video too. This was a really cool effect. A lot of the times, this freezing one, I don't know about that. It just gives things slowness. But a lot of the mechanics I discovered while I was testing, and then that became part of how I designed each one of these staffs. Like this one, I thought it was really awesome to be running and placing blocks under your feet as you run, so I made that the ice staff, which is very messy. I couldn't get it to make the ice blocks disappear after they are placed. There was just a bunch of glitches that I was encountering. I really didn't know how to fix it. Like there were ghost blocks and then they would disappear once you logged out. And if you use, what is it called? The frosted ice, it would create source blocks, which was another cool effect, but it was way too messy. Like this is one of this is the wildfire staff. It's so cool, I think, and really thematic, like combining fire and air in order to like propel yourself off the ground and launch fireballs. But it's not actually useful, and you already have flying in the game in some. I mean, it would be useful to have like a jetpack or something, but it's not that important. So it's not like the game is missing anything really big. There are other things that would make the game a lot better than just having like magical staffs, I think. So what is that? Well, ever since I was a kid, did I already say that? I've done multiple takes. I don't remember, but the first time I saw magical staffs in Minecraft was when my brother showed me a video, well, a YouTuber, and eventually I saw this video. It was Batclone playing Minecraft with mods. That was the series, and one of the mods was these magical staffs. This was a really early version of the game, and I've always wanted magical staffs in Minecraft ever since I saw that video. Oh, this is a cool one. It's based on Dream's Spider-Man video. I thought it was that you use the leads to pull yourself. It kind of looks like that in the video, but actually it's just setting your momentum, similar to what the tridents do when you use Riptide. I didn't get this to work perfectly, but the main thing was to recreate that effect. But yeah, I didn't know anything about programming except the very basics, and I was, copying down from tutorials line for line. Just started with learning how to put in an item, and then like learning how to put in a block, and then just working from there, reading, these threads and getting all sorts of little bits of knowledge until eventually I realized you could just copy from the source code, and then that's what I did. Which also helped keep it feeling like Minecraft, because I didn't like put in brand new effects. Usually I'm just taking things which are already in the game and putting them in my own way. There might be a better way of doing this than Forge, but I don't know. I don't know what happened with this. For some reason it teleported me here. Maybe it's just I wasn't expecting to end up in a snowy biome, or maybe it glitched in some... I don't know what happened. I didn't bother to, figure that out. But anyway, I remember I was talking about something before I got sidetracked. Oh yeah, I just wanted to say, as I finish off with this awkward staff, which is a combination of water and fire, so it does nothing. That was the most creative thing I could think of. But yeah, I've since decided that magic staffs probably don't need to be in the game, at least not like that. I'm not that interested in it anymore. At least I understand and appreciate the things that are in the game. Now, these boomerangs are more like copying video game mechanics in Minecraft. These are more recent. I also didn't know that much about pixel art. I learned how to do the pixel art like as I was making the mods. So I feel like I improved a little bit, especially with like recreating all these boomerangs from a video game called the Tasmanian Tiger, which is a fantastic video game from my childhood, which had a bunch of different powered boomerangs, and a lot of those I tried to recreate in Minecraft. Again, trying to balance them. These are really unfinished, but it is a, good start, I think. And I remember hearing Etho say that he used to do this too. So maybe this is a, common thing for people to do when they're learning how to code, is like recreating mechanics from video games. I thought it was really fun. Like figuring out how to interpret it in a way that would work in Minecraft, and some of them are like trying to get it exact. Some things like the smasherang, it's not exact because in that game it just breaks boxes, and there's no boxes to break in Minecraft. But like this megarang, it bounces around between enemies when you throw it. It's one of my favorite things, I think. And so yeah, I just made it bounce between enemies exactly like it does in the game. This is not a good place to demonstrate this, but it also bounces off of surfaces. Like for some reason it was behaving weirdly. I don't know why that was happening. But yeah, I was planning to do like some kind of let's play where I just added in my own modded items. I don't know if I'm still going to do that. But I might do some kind of a tutorial showing like how I coded these things, if there's any interest for that. Just because I feel like my perspective as a novice, figuring out how to, do just this little bit, could be helpful for some people. Because I remember there were some things that took me a long time to learn how to do that were actually really easy. I just couldn't find any tutorials anywhere. So I might end up talking about that, like just how to copy and paste. But then again, I would be hesitant to do that because there might be an easier way that I don't know about, so I don't want to set people down the wrong path. But if there is any interest in showing off my code, at least, I might do that, although it is a mess. But anyway, thanks for watching.